And what a volley that is by Pedri into the top right corner. What an amazing goal that is. That might be one of the best goals that we've seen. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 26 of Rebuilding the Bridge. I'm Jake, I hope you're all well, and today we're going to be playing Barcelona in the semi-final of the Champions League. It's the second leg. We'll get into how the first leg went and what we've done since the last video in a second, but first I'd just like to say, if you do enjoy the video, feel free to hit the like button, comment if you want to get involved down below. I had some great comments on one of my last videos, and it's really nice to interact with you all, and subscribe if you want to see more, and if you really want to, you can hit the notification bell so that every time I upload, you'll be notified. We upload every 2 days here, and that's the routine we'll be in for a while now. While we've got all this time because of the virus, why not make all these videos, give you guys something to watch, and hopefully just take up 10 minutes of your day and give you something to do. So before we get into the game, let's see our form since the last video. In the last video, I believe we played Man City in the Champions League, which did put us into the semi-finals. We've been on a very poor run of form, really, and I think we're going to struggle against Barcelona today. We drew 2-2 with Leicester in the league, in a game we should really have won. We lost 1-0 to Southampton in the league, again in a game we should have won, Ampadu getting sent off. It's kind of because of the congested fixtures that we had probably such a poor run of form, plus injuries at left back, which we spoke about in the last video. But yeah, then we played Barcelona in the Champions League and drew 1-1 away, which wasn't a bad result because it means we go into this game with the away goal, but obviously we're assuming Barcelona are going to get at least one goal. So we'll see how this game goes. We're kind of going into it a bit unknown, so it could go either way. Hopefully we can win and get into the final, which will be against Liverpool, by the way, if we make the final, because they got past Bayern Munich in the semi-final. Then we beat Liverpool 1-0 in the league. Now, I did say I was going to show this game because it would have been an important Premier League match, like a possible title decider. It's the first time we beat Liverpool in forever. But the reason I didn't show it was because after that Leicester and the Southampton game where we dropped points very unnecessarily, Liverpool they've basically won the title, even after beating them. Look, we're 6 points behind with 3 games to go. So it's very unlikely we're going to get anything. I mean, if it does come down to the last day of the season, I'll be sure to show it, but this video could very much be the last video of Season 3, unless we make it to the Champions League final, because I don't really see any point in showing you guys the pointless games if there's nothing to play for. So this could be the last game of this season. Hopefully it's not, and hopefully we can make a Champions League final and maybe win our second Champions League in 3 years, which would be crazy, considering how bad we've been in the league in terms of winning stuff. This could be the last video, it might not be, it all depends on how this game goes, but our team to play Barcelona is Kepa in goal, Maatsen at left back, who has now recovered from injury, Emerson is still out, Upamecano, Tomori and James at the back. It's the usual defensive line, just with Maatsen really as the only one that isn't usually there, but he's been very good, so I'm not really worried about having him there. I think he'll do okay against Barcelona. Then our midfield is Jorginho, Gravenberch and Mount, with Sancho on the right, Pedri on the left and Haaland up front. Callum Hudson-Odoi is injured, and then it was a choice between either bringing in Pedri or bringing on Christian Pulisic, but Pulisic played the last match against Liverpool, which was only a few days ago, so we're going to go with this team. Hopefully we can get a win. Who knows though, it could go either way. So I'll see you in the match, and let's get into it. And we are off here. Barcelona again not playing Lionel Messi. I don't know what's happened to him, and they have a corner early on here. We deal with it well, and Sancho breaks away on the left side. Messi is still playing for Barcelona, by the way. I even tried to buy him at one point, but then realised we couldn't sign players over the age of 30. Plus, he also wanted like a 800 grand a week contract, so we didn't go for it. As Haaland gets a goal early on, I think it's offside though. I think so, yeah, it's going to be called for offside. But yeah, like I said, I don't know why Barcelona aren't playing Lionel Messi, but you know, we're going to take that if they're not. They're playing Fati and Griezmann, with Ziyech in the middle, who is obviously a Chelsea player in real life as of next season. So it'll be interesting to see how he does for them. As Pedri gets a goal against his former club Barcelona. He comes into this match. He wasn't meant to be in the team because of Hudson-Odoi's injury. He comes in and he scores a brilliant goal. It looked great. It's a Gravenberch assist. We'll see it now. It came from a throw-in. Haaland hit Gravenberch. Gravenberch played the cross in. And what a volley that is by Pedri into the top right corner. What an amazing goal that is. That might be one of the best goals that we've seen in a channel video so far. Well done to Pedri there. He always seems to perform for me. Maybe I should give him more chances. And 60 minutes in, we're 1-0 up, and we could be going into a Champions League final. You never know. And by the way, the board only basically to keep my job, the real thing, because I wasn't going to be able to win the league. I did win silverware, but I didn't do what they wanted in the FA Cup. So the best way to keep my job really was to reach the semi-final of the Champions League, which the board wanted. And we've done that. And if we reach the final, we're going to be exceeding expectations and hopefully get a new contract, because our contract runs out at the end of next season. And I asked the board for a new one and they were like, no. So it's a bit worrying as Mason Mount goes very close there. Well done, Mount. And we're almost at half time, but yeah, hopefully we can do well this season so we can get a contract secured, so we know that we're going to be here for a few seasons to come. And it's almost half time here, and we're 2-1 up on aggregate, 1-0 up in the game, with the away goal too. I'm very happy with this so far. Even if Barcelona got one back, we'd be going into extra time. So far so good. I'm happy with what the players are doing. We'll tell them that, and we'll send them straight out for the second half. In a game that we're not dominating possession, but we're dominating chances, and that's what this system is meant for. It's not all about having possession. It's about when we get the ball, using it fast and using it well and using it effectively, which really is the key, because what we had in the second season was a lot of the ball. We were one of the best sides in the league for possession, but we just couldn't really do anything with it. And it's changed this season, which I like to see. And now we're bringing on Christian Pulisic for Jadon Sancho, who hasn't had the best of games. I will probably bring off Haaland in a second, but Pulisic has got injured minutes after coming on. Oh, damn. What has he done? Potential foot injury. Hopefully it's not like a broken ankle. We're going to bring on Marcus Leonardo. He's not a winger, but he's going to be playing on the wing for us now. We'll see how he does there. It's our only real choice. Pedri was the substitute winger, seeing as Callum Hudson-Odoi was injured. And now that I said Pedri was the substitute, I meant Pulisic. Pulisic was the substitute. And now that he's injured, we're pretty much screwed in terms of substitute wingers. So Marcus Leonardo comes on. Hopefully he can perform well enough to, well, really he just needs to play solid so that we don't lose. And he's received the ball now. Marcus Leonardo, our number 9, the young Brazilian. He plays it straight to the Barcelona player, and now Barcelona are going to attack us. Have I just jinxed it by saying I hope he plays well? Has he just given it away? But Pedri, against his former club, he wins it back. Pedri's driving at goal. Is he going to get a second? Pedri, he's done it! What a player this man is. Pedri, who is an ex-Barcelona player, we signed him for about 13 million or 18 million, something like that, from Barcelona. He scored 2 goals, which are going to knock him out of the Champions League, hopefully. And what goals they've been. The first one was an amazing volley, and this one was a solo run, which he's put away brilliantly. And Pedri might just have worked his way into the team as a first teamer. And James plays a cross in, Tomori with a header over. We could have been 3-0 up against Barcelona. It's great that Chelsea are beating Barcelona. They have had so many games against them in the past where, in real life, we've had the semi-final where Torres scored that amazing goal. There was I believe it was a semi-final, the big controversial one where Barcelona could have had like 3 goals disallowed and men sent off, but it didn't happen. And Drogba picked up the camera and started saying it was a disgrace and swearing and stuff. So it's really nice that we're getting our own back on Barcelona here in the Champions League. And it looks like Reece James has got a free kick in a territory that he likes. Reece James steps up, he bends it into Stegen saves. We have taken Haaland off. No, we didn't. We took off Gravenberch off for Havertz, should I say. And with one more sub to make, I'm going to take off Mason Mount. Oh, of course we can't make a sub. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot Pulisic even came on because he didn't last as long as we wanted him to. And the corner that we've put in has been headed away. Griezmann wins the ball back off Jorginho, but Jorginho plays a nice ball into Haaland. It doesn't reach him, and hopefully we can just see it out now. And then that will mean the last game of the season that we'll show will be a Champions League final against Liverpool, and that will be very interesting to watch because we did beat them in the league, but Liverpool didn't play their best team. And we're usually pretty bad against Liverpool. But this season, the new tactic has been very good against big teams, as you can see here. So maybe we'll get something out of Liverpool in the Champions League final. We'll go into it as underdogs based on the league performances. As Mason Mount goes close again, he's been very good for us this game, Mason Mount. But yeah, if we can beat Liverpool, that would be amazing. 2 Champions League titles in the space of 3 seasons would be unbelievable. Well done, Pedri, in that game. Let's say well done to everyone. And that is that. But even if we don't win the Champions League final, we'll have made 2 Champions League finals in 3 seasons, which is great. And if we could win both, that would be amazing too. So with that 2-0 win, it does mean we are into the Champions League final against Liverpool. It's a neutral stadium. We're playing in Stadion München. Where's that? Is that Bayern Munich? Let's see. Yeah, it's Bayern Munich Stadium. I guess they don't have the rights to the Allianz Arena on here, so they've called it Stadion München. Unless Bayern Munich have built a new stadium, but I doubt it. But yeah, we'll be playing there at the end of May in the Champions League final against Liverpool, and that is going to be a great game to watch, and that will be the last game of Season 3. So we'll bring it back for that game, and well, I hope you've enjoyed. We played really well today. Hit the like button if you enjoyed Pedri's goals, or if you just enjoyed the video as a whole. Comment if you want to get involved, and subscribe if you want to see more. I thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.